going through grief of what you thought your life would look like at a certain age. I don't even know who I am anymore. How many of us here have found ourselves in a space where this is exactly what's going through our minds? I'm here to talk about reinventing yourself or rediscovering who you are in your 30s or 40s or 50s or 60s or 70s, because over here, we're not moving on everyone else's timeline. Everyone's journey is unique. Guys, no one talks about, well, some people talk about it, but I feel like it's not talked about enough. Going through grief of what you thought your life would look like at a certain age. Guys, a lot of us spend our 20s chasing relationships, chasing degrees, chasing careers, chasing family, and you have all these plans in your head. And then suddenly you wake up and it's 10 years later, or 20, or 30, or 25, and you feel like your life looks nothing like you thought it would look like. Okay? I'm here to tell you you're not alone. Many of us go through it. I mean, I'm literally going through it in this season of my life. I am in my 30s, and to be honest, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of my life does not look like how I pictured it would look at this point. Let me just put it this way: life laid me through a journey that I didn't think I would go through. So I'm kind of like on a detour right now. At least that's how it feels like. But guys, a lot of us expect the straight path. A to B, B to C, C to D. But sometimes that's not how it works. So what do you do when you wake up and you suddenly feel like you have lost sense of self? You do not recognize yourself. You do not know who you are. Here are a few things that I think might help. One, I think you need to break your routine. A lot of us are used to living our lives a certain way, right? And sometimes you might find that breaking that routine would actually open doors for other opportunities or new experiences and excitement that might actually bring you joy in a way that you never thought you would experience, or even teach you something about yourself, right? Another thing that I think has helped me personally is journaling. Guys, I am journaling lately, like my life depends on it. And I don't know if it's because I'm just so busy and sometimes I feel like I do not really have an outlet. And maybe I also feel like there are certain things that I'm not really comfortable sharing like that with people. But I feel like journaling has helped me a lot. Therapy, guys. Therapy too is really good. Find a trusted friend or a counselor, or if you're like me and you vent to Jesus, talk to Jesus about it. And it's okay to grieve, guys. It's okay to cry and release that pressure, the pressure of society's expectations, the pressure of like the disappointment of where you thought you would be in your journey. Guys, be kind to yourself. Guys, slow down and be kind to yourself. Okay, do not beat yourself up. You're not late. You're just on a different timeline from everyone else. I know it's hard not to compare. I know it's hard not to feel sad. I mean, I do compare myself. I struggle with that sometimes with other people. But I have to catch myself sometimes and remind myself, like, listen, we're all not meant to be on the same journey, the same path, the same timeline. There is no schedule for this stuff. There is no schedule. Okay. So be kind to yourself. Prioritize self-care. Take care of yourself. It's very normal when you're going through certain seasons and transitions and where things don't seem to make sense for you to just kind of like be complacent or like just not care, right? Just show yourself a little bit more love, give yourself some grace. Okay. Whatever self-care looks like to you, do that. If it's taking more walks, being more active, reading a book, exploring new hobbies, do that. If it's skincare, if it's whatever that looks like to you, do that. And also another thing that I think has helped is try to build a strong support system. I know that when we get to our 30s, there's so many transitions. People are getting married, others are having kids, people move, and suddenly you feel like the core group of friends you had, or even the people you knew growing up, are all on different paths and different journeys. And you wake up and you're like, wow, it feels like everyone has moved on but me. That but me feeling, I completely know how you feel. Okay, because I personally have gone through some major transitions, right? So many transitions where I almost felt like almost every time I was restarting, reinventing, or rediscovering a certain aspects of my life. Okay, so I'm here to tell you you're not alone, and I hope these tips will help you. Start somewhere too. You don't have to do everything all at the same time. Don't journal, go to therapy and do this and this. Sometimes it can get overwhelming. Baby steps. Pace yourself, show yourself grace, and give yourself a pat on the back. You're doing great. You are doing great. If you needed someone to tell you, you are doing great. And I am so proud of you. And I'm so proud of the person you're growing into. And I'm so proud of how far you've come. And I'm so proud of everything you're doing right now, okay? So just know that someone out here believes in you, because I do. I do believe in you and I'm rooting for you. And I know you can do this. And I know you got this. Okay? You got it. All right. That's all I wanted to share with you today. Take care. Bye.